Hey everybody, we're back here with another booster box opening, and this time it's Journey into Nyx. I know, I was saying it wrong so many times last time. This is the last one in the Theros block. Let's see what we get. Hopefully we can get something really good. And yes, I am using a mechanical pencil to open it because I'm tired of fighting with the shrink wrap. Alright. Another paper. Schedule casual events for your store. Alright. See what we can get in this set. I gotta say, I like the wrapper. I like the purple. Love the purple. Alright. Let's get it going. Huh. Looks like the packaging is similar to Born of the Gods, where it's... Oh no. It went back to being solid. It's not see-through like Born of the Gods. I kind of like that. One thing I like about that booster box. The one thing I didn't notice back when I first started playing, and that I notice now, is this symbol right here. Now they don't do it for every set. Hold on, let me show you on the rare. And the rare on this one is Launch the Fleet. But the symbol I'm referring to is right here in the corner. Well, first thing I didn't realize was the color difference between rare, common, and uncommon. I'm like, yeah, I was such a noob back then. A noob, man. The other thing is, if you notice, the symbol for Journey into Nyx is actually looks like it's a combination of Born of the Gods and Theros. And they don't do it for every set. But when they do, it's actually kind of cool looking. And our first foil, Supply Line Cranes. It's a common, but it's foil. I am smarter than the wrapper. Do 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 do. Alright, 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Hall of Triumph. As Hall of Triumph enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control the chosen color get +1/+1. Well, that could be useful. Alright. Oh, whoa. Oh, sorry. I'm yawning here. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Hypnotic Siren. Hypnotic Siren is 1 blue, or you can bestow it for 2 blue and 5 colorless. Flying, you control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, because it says you control enchanted creature, you can always bestow this on a creature that is not yours, and you can gain control of it. That is interesting. That, like, shakes things up a bit. Now I understand why it's like 2 blue and 5 colorless. Otherwise, I think it would be a little broken. What? Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Alright. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Silence of the Believers. Or Silence the Believers. Strive. Instant, 2 black, 2 colorless. Silence the Believers cost 1 black, 2 colors more to cast for each target beyond the first. Exile any number of target creatures and all auras attached to them. Oh, Well, dude, that sounds like a pretty wicked card. That's wicked awesome. My horrible Boston accent, please don't judge me. Alright, move my hand so you can actually see the cards. Prove I'm not just cutting and pasting. And the rare is Dictate of Kruphix. The Dictate of Kruphix. 2 blue, 1 colorless. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Almost like Howling Mine. Except for this, has flash. So you can do it at the end of your opponent's turn, and it starts on your turn. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Oh, jeez, man, these wrappers. These Magic the Gathering card wrappers are like, phew. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Fears Band Warchief. If I said that wrong, I do apologize. It's a 3/3 for 1 green, 3 colorless. Has Vigilance and Trample. Other Centaurs you control get +1/+1 and Vigilance and Trample. So that's kind of cool. You get 2 of those. They give each other +1/+1. You got 4 4s that don't tap to attack. That could be quite interesting. And the cost on them isn't too astronomical. So it makes it a little bit more playable. There we go. Kiori's Dismissal. I love the artwork though. Look at that. Look at that artwork. I'm not sure. Can you see it? Can you see it? Ah! Look at the artwork. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Skybind. Skybind. Constellation. Whenever Skybind or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, exile target non-enchantment permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I don't know how good that is. Mainly because it has a high mana cost, but, you know, it limits to how well it can be played, but it doesn't mean it's unplayable. So, I'll have to look into that. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Titacion Tactics. Sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. 1 green, 1 colorless, Strive, instant. It is an instant spell. It costs 1 green, 1 colorless, Strive. Statistician Tactics costs 1 green more to cast for each target beyond the first. Till the end of turn, any number of target creatures each get +1/+1 and gain tapped. This creature fights another target creature. That's actually kind of cool. That must be like the thing, Strive, the mechanic for that particular set. Ooh, we got another foil, and it's rare. Spawn of Thraxus? Thraxus. For 2 red, 5 colorless, get a 5/5 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, it deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of mountains you control. Huh. That might be good late game. I kind of like that. Because you don't necessarily need him to stay on the board. You just need him to land and enter it. And if he enters it, he can do some pretty good damage. Especially if you're doing a monocolor deck. I mean, and you play him, that means you got at least 7. That's 7 damage to a creature or player's face. That can do some damage. Or get rid of any annoying creatures on the board that you want to get rid of. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Eidolon of the Great Reveal. Revel. Wow, I need to learn how to read. Whenever a player casts a spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, Eidolon of the Great Revel deals 2 damage to that player. And it costs 2 red, and it's a 2/2. It's an enchantment creature. Yeah, but it's a 2/2. I mean, it's low mana cost, but I'm thinking it'd be quite easy to get rid of. Considering it's going to be a little annoying, early on, because when 3 or less, I mean, yeah, would be good against, I guess, White Weenie or low-cost decks. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, wait, hold up. The last uncommon was Banishing Light. When Banishing Light enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. I bring that up because I like the artwork. Look at that. Oh, man. Wish I had one like that foil. The rare is Battlefield Thaumaturge. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that wrong. But this is it right here. 1 blue, 1 colorless. Each instant and sorcery spell you costs 1 colorless less to cast for each creature it targets. Interesting. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets this card, it gains hexproof until end of turn. That's kind of cool. Ritual of the Return. A foil uncommon. Almost looks like a Man in the Iron Mask. Alright, so far we got a couple foils, no mythics. Let's change that. Let's get some mythics on the table. I think I average normally about between 3 and 4 mythics per booster box in the last couple of openings. So here's hoping it continues to average, or that I get 3 or 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Whoa, okay. Alright, speaking of a mythic, how about a mythic god? Mythic legendary god. Keranos, God of Storms. Right there. I'll take it. Ask and thou shall receive, apparently. Ask for a mythic. I asked for a god. I got a mythic god. That works. Alright. Trying to centralize my cards here so y'all can see. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Dictate of Karametra. Karametra? Something like that. 2 green, 3 colorless. Flash. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana to his or her mana pool of any type that land produced. Wait. So, if I'm reading this correctly, that means if you tap a land for mana, it taps for double. Not okay. I shouldn't say double because the wording on the card does not say double. It says you add 1. So if the land taps for 2, you're not, and it's not going to double it to 4. It's just going to make it 3, which is actually kind of cool. Mana ramp. Okay. There we go. 2, 3, and the rare is Master of the Feast. Looks like a bloated gargoyle. For 2 black, 1 colorless, it is a 5/5 flying enchantment creature demon. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. I don't know if I like that. At least not for early game. Maybe late game. You know what I mean? Maybe if there was a way to flash him in on your opponent's turn, and then they can't draw. Might be interesting. Oh, I am trying to put the uncommons with the commons again. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Daring Thief. Daring Thief. It is 1 blue, 2 colorless. It's a 2/3 human rogue. Inspired. Whenever a daring thief comes untapped, you may exchange control of target non-land permanent you control and target permanent and opponent controls that shares a card type with it. That could make things interesting. Another foil, Oak Heart Dryad. If I said that correctly. Dryads, sorry. Getting plenty of foils. My mythic rare pile is slim pickings. Hoping for more mythics here. Oh. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Holy crap! I had to watch my language there for a second. I was about to curse again like I did on a previous video. I had to edit it out. So let's put the land down. Another Keranos, God of Storms. I've heard of getting duplicate rares, but never duplicate mythic rares. That is interesting. That is interesting. Am I complaining on that? Oh, heck no. Just the fact that I'm getting the God cards and the mythic rares makes me happy. Oh, I didn't do the 1, 2, 3. Oops. Oh well. And the rare in this one is another Dictate of Kemitra, or Keramitra. Got our first duplicate rare. Well, regular rare. Alright. Commons. There we go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Revel of the Fallen God. Costs 2 green, 2 red, 3 colorless. It's a sorcery. Put 4 2/2 red-green satyr creature tokens with haste onto the battlefield. I don't know how well that's going to work, because that seems like a lot of work for high mana costs. Maybe it's just me. Maybe. If it's not, let me know in the comments below. You're like, no, that seems like a high mana cost. Or, hey, I can use it. And tell me how. Alright. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. And we got a mythic rare. Prophetic Flame Speaker. I like the artwork. 2 red, 1 colorless. For a 1/3 double strike trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. What? That's kind of cool. Oh, putting it in rare. So I'm assuming the exiled card you can play as if it was in your hand, which actually can be kind of cool. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, and the rare is King Makar the Gold Cursed. Almost looks like Midas. 2 black, 2 colorless. Inspired. It's a 2 black, 2 colorless for a 2/3 legendary creature human. Inspired. Whenever King Makar the Gold Cursed becomes untapped, you may exile target creature. If you do, put a colorless artifact token named Gold onto the battlefield. It has sacrificed this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. No, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool. It sounds awesome. I don't know how playable that'd be, but that'd be interesting to use. Okay, commons. Oh, the income's got a little dark. 1, 2, 3. The rare is Hero's Bane. It is 2 green, 3 colorless. For this Hydra, Hero's Bane enters the battlefield with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Tap 2 green, 2 colorless, put X +1/+1 counters on Hero's Bane, where X is its power. So it starts off with 4, so you add 4+1/+1, then you add 8, and so on and so forth. That sounds interesting. Ugh. Wrappers. Gonna get better, I swear. Oh, trying to put uncommons with commons again. 1, 2, 3, and the rare is Decide. Decide. 1 white, 1 colorless. Instant, exile target enchantment. If the exiled card is a god card, search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card, and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. Dude, that's almost like Extirpate, but it's not split second, and it goes through graveyard, library, and hand. That's insane. That's kind of cool. I can see that being useful, especially against like god cards like Keranos. And another foil. It's a little darker than the other foils, which is a little weird. Font of Fortunes. It's a common. Ugh. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And the rare in this one, Aegis of the Gods. It's a 1 white, 1 colorless, 2/1 creature. You have hexproof. You can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Now, quick question. Now, is it saying I'm hexproof, as in spells that like target player discards a card can't affect me? Because that's kind of cool. Make your creatures have hexproof, and then he gives you hexproof. Means they can't really do anything to you. That's weird. Except for world abilities. That don't target a specific player, but they make everybody do something, like Damnation, Wrath of God. 1, 2, 3. Another Dictate of Kruphix. Another duplicate. Ugh. Alright. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Another duplicate. Far's Band Warchief. Alright, we're entering the last section of the booster box. I'm hoping for at least one more mythic and at least one more foil. Actually, I can't really complain. I have 5 foils. So one more mythic would make me happy. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Another duplicate. Silence the Believers. Not believers. Not Justin Bieber fans. But believers. I know I mumble sometimes, so it's hard to tell. But I assure you, I'm not talking about Justin Bieber fans. Alright, so... One, 2, 3. Well, at least it's something new. Dictate of Erebos. Flash, 2 black, 3 colorless. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Interesting. I can see me using that card. Alright. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Dawnbringer of Charioteers. Charioteers? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. 2 white, 2 colorless. 2/4 flying lifelink. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So that's kind of cool. Starts off as 2/4 lifelink flying, and then every time you target it, it gets bigger. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like lifelink better when it's stacked a little bit, because at one point when I had an all shiny white weenie deck, what was it? I mirror weaved. Yeah, that's how long ago it was, people. Mirror weave was a thing. I mirror weaved everything into Battle Grace Angel. I had a bunch of tokens and non-tokens on the field. Mirror weaved everything into Battle Grace Angel and swung with 1 Battle Grace Angel. 1, 2, 3. And let's see, I swung on 94, 96? Like a 94, 94 or 96, 96, I forget. Rare is Extinguish All Hope in this pack. It's 2 black, 4 colorless, sorcery, destroy all non-enchantment creatures. Yeah, I would swing with 1 Battle Grace Angel, and it'd either be like a 94 or 96, something like that. It'd do like almost 100 points of damage, and then I would gain about 100 points of damage for every creature, because lifelink stacked at the time. So, I think Battle Grace is a 4/4, which means I had like 90 other creatures. They got mirror weaved into Battle Grace, and Battle Grace gives Exalted if only 1 creature attacks. 1, 2, 3. The rare on this one is Twin Flame. So, and because I produced a lot of tokens, the tokens would bump up the one that would attack. So that, I'd end up with like 1,000 lifelink, make it nearly impossible for them to survive. And even if they were able to block it, then my life is astronomically high. Twin Flame costs 1 red, 1 colorless. It's a sorcery. Strive. Twin Flame costs 1 red, 2 colorless more to cast for each target beyond the first. And its ability is what it does. Choose any number of target creatures you control. For each of them, put a token that's a copy of that creature onto the battlefield. If those tokens have haste, exile them at the beginning of the next end step. That is kind of cool. That is extremely cool, because then instead of losing your non-token creature, you can just make a token version of it and just have that one attack and do damage and all that good stuff. Or if you're trying to just swing all out to do some major damage, it makes the damage like twice as much. Or makes it to where they have to block twice as many people. And then if you have something that makes it to where they have to block with 2 or more creatures, something's getting in, that's all I'm saying. And the rare in this one is Temple of Melody. Another Temple, Scryland. And then I got a foil, Hour of Need, uncommon. It is foil. The foiling on this one's not so dark. 1 blue, 2 colorless, instant. Strive, Hour of Need costs 1 blue, 1 colorless more to cast for each target beyond the first. Exile any number of target creatures for each creature exiled this way. Its controller puts a 4/4 blue Sphinx creature token with flying onto the battlefield. That looks interesting. Hey look, I finally got a gold token. I can see that being useful, like if you have like small like 2/2s or something, or like 1/1s that aren't gonna, or vanilla, not really gonna do much. You can exile them and get 4/4 flyers. Do more damage that way. 1, 2, and 3. And the rare is Bearer of the Heavens. 1 red, 7 colors. Oh, 7, that's a high mana cost. Giant, 10/10. When Bearer of the Heavens dies, destroy all permanents at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting, but it has a high mana cost. Another foil, it's common. Countermind. Or man. Counterman, not mind. 2 blue, 2 colorless. It's a little dark. It's a little weird. Normally their foiling's a little bit better than that. Instant, counter target spell. Its controller puts the top 4 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So I'm getting more foils, which is cool. I'm still hoping for at least one more mythic. Holding out hope. Holding out hope. Let's see if we can get this done. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Doomwake Giant. Not a mythic rare. 1 black, 4 colors, 4/6 enchantment creature giant. Constellation. Whenever Doomwake Giant or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 until end of turn. I can see that being played. Maybe not with high frequency, but I can see that being played. One, 2, 3. Well, I had a foil, now I have a non-foil of Spawn of Thraxus. Spawn of Thraxus. Oh man, alright, looks like we're down to the final 3. The odds of me getting that mythic rare, man. Whew. Slowly starting to slip away. Let's see if we can get that mythic rare. Brain maggot. 2, 3. I'll take it. I did get that. I did get a mythic, and it's Kruphix, God of the Horizons. It's another god. 1 blue, 1 green, 3 colorless, 4/7 legendary enchantment creature, god. Indestructible, as long as your devotion to green and blue is less than 7. Kruphix isn't a creature. You have no maximum hand size. If unused mana would empty from your mana pool, that mana becomes colorless instead. So, if I remember correctly, if you put mana in your mana pool, like somebody makes you tap all your land and you put it in your mana pool, any you don't use, essentially go in, it's like a storage land. It doesn't retain its color, but the amount stays there. So if you have like 3 red, 2 blue, 1 green, total 6, you don't use it, well, you still have 6 colorless mana that you can use that just stay there as long as he's out on the field. If I'm interpreting that card correctly. 1, 2, 3. And the rare is Hypnotic Siren. Ooh. It's 1 blue. Oh, I have this one already. Don't I? Yep, I do. It's right there. It's right there. I already got it. Another duplicate rare. I actually like that one though. Last one. I'm still keeping my 4 mythic average. Let's see if we can end with a bang. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'll take it, because I think this card is actually worth something. Mana Confluence. It's a land. You tap, pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. It's not the best land in the world, but when you're in a pinch and you need a certain color, it can do the job. Alright, so that's going to do it for this booster box of Journey into Nyx. I got a few 4 mythics, double Keranos, Crewfix. I'm gonna say this is gonna be. I'm gonna say this is a good haul. I got my foils. I got my mythics. I got some decent rares. That's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.